Hey guys, welcome to the question and answer session for PFC First Amateur Series. One quick thing, tickets are almost gone for this show, so if you need tickets, don't wait till tomorrow. Go ahead and get them, especially if you're traveling from out of town. I hate to see someone without a ticket tomorrow night. We'll take questions right now.
Good evening, fighters. How y'all feeling this evening?
Good.
Is everybody ready for tomorrow night? Is anyone not ready for tomorrow night? All right. Mr. Garza, I'll start with you. I'm just curious, what is your biggest inspiration for fighting?
Let's see. My biggest inspiration? I'll say probably one of my biggest inspirations was the movie Ong Bak. That's why I started fighting. Other than that, I guess just my training partners. Joseph Holmes, Rashad Robinson, Jared Ingram. Those guys are real big inspirations for me.
Is there someone that you pattern your fighting style after a little bit?
Not really. Like, I just kind of take everything that I see. You know, if I see something and I like it, I'll take it and use it. I like to be well-rounded.
And Mr. Horton, what is your inspirations for this fight?
For this fight, or?
Let's go with fighting in general, sure. What are your inspirations for joining MMA and wanting to get involved in something like this?
Mostly my dad. I was just kind of born with it on TV all the time. He was real into it and just kind of followed the steps of his passions growing up, so.
Do you have any predictions for tomorrow night?
I mean, shit. Fucking, I'm gonna win. I don't know. Fuck.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Yes, sir.
Do we have any other question askers, or should I just ask away? All right, we'll keep firing away. Nancy Ramirez, do you like to stand with your opponents, or would you rather take it to the ground?
Personally, I just like to keep it standing. But if it goes to the ground, I wouldn't shy going from the ground either. Been working hard in standing, been working on it on the ground as well. So I wouldn't really mind if it goes either way.
You're prepared for either a
Yes, sir.
slugfest or a wrestling match?
Don't matter, just wherever it goes to.
All right. Ms. Roper, the same question. Are you prepared for a standing fight or a wrestling, judo, or how would you like to see this fight go tomorrow night?
I definitely prefer to stay on the feet. I like striking better, but it would be really silly to just stay with that and not be prepared. My ground game is good. On the feet, I'm good. So I'm prepared for anything, and I'm not going to be foolish enough to just try to do what I'm comfortable with. I'm going to do whatever I need to do to get the job done.
Have you been to the ground? What has happened in previous fights when it's gone to the ground?
My last fight, I won on the ground in about a minute and a half, so it goes well when we go on the ground, and it's good whenever we stand on the feet.
Yes, ma'am. Josh Carroll, I'm just curious, if you had a dream fight with anyone, who would that be against?
Oh boy, like regardless of weight class?
Sure.
Oh man, that's a tough one. Let's go Paul Acosta.
For what reasons?
I don't know, it just seems like it'd be a crazy, like, it's a fun guy to fight.
Is he someone that you kind of pattern yourself after a little bit, an inspiration?
I don't know about that. I mean, I'd love his like secret juice recipe, but no, I don't really like pattern no, I don't.
Yes, sir. And Mr. Larry, how have you and your team prepared for this fight tomorrow night?
We just been working on being dangerous everywhere the fight could go, whether it's on the feet or on the ground. Just being dangerous and always looking for a finish.
Are you looking to start off fast? Or are you wanting to kind of feel this out a little bit?
Fill it out. He don't have much film on him. I don't know if he have many fights, so I'm going in blind. So I'm just going to be calculated until I find his chin. So that's the plan.
All right. Now we have the fighters up on stage here. You will all be competing against each other tomorrow night. Does anyone have anything that they would just like to say to their opponent, since you've got them right here? In general? The silence speaks volumes. Johnny Ross, now I'm curious about one thing. So you say tickets are going fast. That's visible to anyone who's going over to the site to check it out. And for folks, you said there's tickets available. Will there be other opportunities? How will folks be able to see this if they don't have a ticket, so if they can't get one?
This fight will be on Peak Pass. You can go to our website and watch it on your phone, or you can stream it to your TV. And in May, we'll have our apps will be up: Roku TV, Amazon Fire, iOS, and Android device. Google, whatever.
Tell me a little bit more about Peak Pass. What all will be available on there?
We just got a boxing show that'll be on there April 22nd. We're gonna sign some other MMA promotions to it, so it'll be $4.99, and then we're just trying to figure it all out. So,
all right. Please, someone else, come up.
And just to clarify, because my mom got this confused. You do not need an OnlyFans account to watch this fight, right?
oh no, you
Okay.
don't. No.
There, Mom.
She got
You
one.
heard it from him.
There we go. That's good though. If she wants to get one, just get one. Tell them she got referred by us.
Johnny will give you the login, his login.
Yeah.
All right, guys, the first question is for Jacorian. You just came off of that 5-round fight, that championship fight. How do you think that's going to help you prepare for this next fight here coming? Having that experience in you already.
That fight had a lot of ups and downs, a lot of different, moments in the fight that I can learn from and apply to this one. So it was a lot of, positions and, things that we're doing in the fight where I had a chance to finish it, and I just went for the wrong move. So we went back and, made some adjustments, and we're ready for whatever. So.
And for Josh Carroll, your opponent, after watching that, you have a lot of film on him to watch now. You watch 5 rounds. How do you, how'd you prepare for him?
Yeah, so I'd seen his other fights, which was 30 seconds for 3 fights. I mean, it was quick, right? So it was good to watch him. I'm a fan. He was resilient. Like he said, there was a lot of weird positions in that fight, and you got to see. I feel like a lot of guys, anyone can finish somebody quick, but he definitely showed that he's about it. He'll go all 5 if he needs to. As far as what we saw and what we didn't see, I'm not gonna just come out and tell you all that, but definitely have a lot of respect for him, that's for sure.
For Nancy Ramirez, so you started, you've been pretty dominant in your career so far as an AMI. You started off as a bantamweight, then you moved down to flyweight, and you're working your way down. How hard is this? How hard has it been, the drop and this attempt to get to strawweight?
It's I'm not gonna lie, it's been hard, especially coming from all the way up and then all the way down. It's definitely new experiences for me, especially with this strawweight cut. It was rough, but I can't really say much about it with no excuses or anything. Just come more prepared than I thought I was prepared, but clearly not. So I just have to keep working at it. It's definitely a learning experience, but I'll come better next time with it.
Yeah, and being with that being said, what are your plans to do with the flyweight belt? Are you gonna go back up? Are you gonna play both sides, or what's the deal?
I want to try to come down to 115 one more time. I do want to play both sides, try it one more time. If it doesn't work, I think we're just gonna stay at that bantamweight at 125.
One for Johnny here. This is your first PFC Amateur Series 1. What is your plans with this? How far are you trying to take this, or what's the goal with this PFC Amateur Series?
I think the goal is to basically use this platform to bring in some new talent and check out some people that we wouldn't get to see. So this way, I'm getting to see a lot of newer people that I would never get to see. So on the bigger shows, it's obviously going to be real experienced amateurs, amateur title fights, and stuff like that. So this gives me a chance to look at talent, and then we still have some experienced amateurs on this card, obviously, and just gives them a chance to kind of have their spotlight too.
Got one for a couple for Brianna Roper. What you guys were set? You know, you're supposed to fight Nancy in February. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. You were gonna fight her at flyweight. Since that didn't happen, now you're meeting at the strawweight. Were you bummed out that that didn't go through, or are you happy to fight her now on your weight class?
I was definitely bummed out that it didn't go through, just because I feel like everybody's kind of bummed when you work really hard for a fight and it doesn't happen. It was definitely would have been cool to have the opportunity to go up to that weight class and get the belt and, you know, eventually work my way to being a double champ or something. But regardless, we just continued working from that camp, and so it just kind of helped me be even more prepared for this one. And in the future, if she ever goes back up or I ever want to go up, that's always an option or something that I'm open to. But right now I'm really comfortable where I am. I'm at a really healthy weight, and I want to solidify my place in this division before worrying about anybody else.
One more for you. It would have been your third, but this is your second time fighting for Peak Fighting. Like, how has it been? How's your experience been so far with this promotion here?
It's been awesome. I really like Peak. I've been coming to the shows before I even started fighting, just to watch my other teammates who would come and fight. So I've been a little fangirl for a while now, and so it's cool to just see, like I've always seen, you know, how Johnny runs everything and the amount of attention to detail and effort that they put into it, and just the people that run it. I've always really liked that, you know, as a fan, and now just as a fighter, seeing how they treat you, it's just awesome, and I just love coming here.
Awesome. I got just two quick more for Marcus Williamson. This is your hometown. You know, I've heard a lot about you since the beginning, you know, being from Texarkana and where you're from, Texarkana MMA, your coach. You know, does this just feel like home, this venue here? Just feel like this is your backyard here? And then for follow up with your opponent, Malone, like, how does that feel coming into basically his backyard to take him on?
What is your question?
Does this just feel like your backyard? Like, you've been here, how many times have you fought here before? Like, since the beginning?
This is home. This is my backyard. I mean, this is where I started. You know, so I'm comfortable here at home, and I mean, it's just my territory. You know, it's home.
It doesn't really matter where I'm at. I'm just here to put out the best performance I can. I'm 0-0 as a fighter, so I think tonight's going to be a great night to test my skills and see where I'm at.
Last one here, Brianna. You get this belt tomorrow. What's the first thing you're going to do?
I'm gonna go eat.
Just have a question or two for the gentleman on the end. Mr. Lacusa, what can we expect? What can we expect tomorrow night? Are you going to be? My mistake. Mr. Lacusa here on this end. Are we expecting a striking? Are we going to see a lot of strikes? Are we going to the ground? What's happening? How are you going to win this fight?
Any means necessary. I don't have any film on this guy, so I don't really know that much about him, but I'm prepared for whatever happens. You know, go in there, take the W, go home.
Fair enough. Mr. Lister, how do you respond to that?
I'm gonna do whatever you want to do.
Well, he wants to beat your ass, so like, don't let him do that.
Professional instigator.
All right. That's all I got, Mr. Rose.
Mr. John.
Yes, sir.
We're seeing this is a majority of female fighters. I mean, male fighters.
Yes.
Predominant. Where's the expectation now that we're seeing more female fighters to promote more of them? Last presentation you had in Texarkana, there was one female match, and now we're having another one. We're seeing that more females can come into presentation?
Yeah, so I think a bit of the problem just falls on the date, if I'm understanding correctly. So we just had, I think, 4 female fights on the last card, maybe 4 or 5. And then we have in Albuquerque, May 6th, we have 4 female fights booked there. So it's just kind of like, they're kind of like on one card, then one card might only have 1 or 2. But yeah, we're building, our female roster is growing and we're trying to expand it. And we love the female fights. They're exciting. They're some of the most exciting fights.
Are you getting feedback from the public to come to want to fight females?
Yeah, a lot of the public, mainly my wife, gives me hell to put females on the cards. So I try to listen to what she tells me to do so I don't get in too much trouble. But yeah, the fans love female fights. I mean, they're aggressive. You don't find too many boring ones unless, you know, weird things happen.
Okay. One for Miss Nancy. How do you feel about the fight of tomorrow? You feel like you got it?
I feel pretty confident. I feel well-rounded. It's going to be a banger, you know. She's going to bring what she's got, but I'm also going to bring what I got as well.
Ms. Roper, what do you think about the fight tomorrow? You gonna wait?
I'm excited. Yeah, definitely. I'm excited. I've been excited this whole week, cutting weight, just in the sauna smiling, just because we've worked so hard for this for so many months. We've been waiting for a fight to actually happen and not fall through. We've had a few fall through. And so I love the sport and I love what I do, so I'm just happy and I'm just gonna go out there and do what I love and do it awesome and, like I said, go home and eat afterwards.
There you
That's my
go.
plan.
Best of luck to all of us. Thank you.
Any more questions? Anyone? Before I wrap this up. Tick, tick, tick. All right, guys. Thanks, guys. It's question and answer session. Weigh-ins coming right up. Thank you.